Coming up today on Houston Life, we are hanging out in one of our favorite places, Mel Camp, Galveston. Right now, we are on East Beach, and today we're going to be highlighting all kinds of great things to do when you are here on the island, including, Mel, getting out on the open water. We're going to see what it is like to go out with a fishing charter, then go inside a local restaurant where they are cooking up the fish you catch.
And why not learn to surf? I did, or at least I tried, when I went to check out a local surf shop that's offering up lessons for adults and morning camps for the kids. It's a great way for your kids to spend the morning while the adults are taking a break. Could I hang 10 with the 10-year-olds? Stick around to find out.
Uh-oh, that'll be fun. Also, Galveston seems to have endless things to do for families, and some of our very favorite activities are totally free. We're going to get the 411 on a family beach challenge, free beach tours, sandcastle building lessons, even festivals, Mel.
And you know what? As if like the activities weren't enough in themselves, getting to and from the activities can be a whole thing in itself. Lauren Kelly checked that out. It's so cool.
Well, you guys, coming up on the show, I know you've seen this all up and down Galveston Island, but fun ways that you can travel, unique ways you can travel up and down the island, from slingshots to bicycles to even a carriage. That's coming up on Houston Life today.
From the coast in Galveston, Houston Life starts now.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this very special edition of Galveston Life, coming to you from East Beach here on Galveston Island. I'm Derek Shore.
And I am Mel Camp.
My coastal cowgirl today.
Coastal cowgirl.
You've
beautiful.
got the look nailed. So Mel and I have made our way from the sand up to the East Beach Pavilion. So just to get our bearings for our viewers, this is located at the far eastern tip of the island. It is one of the largest beaches in Texas, with more than 70 acres of beachfront. There's a pavilion, there was a boardwalk, entertainment stage, restrooms, showers, chair and umbrella rentals, a children's playground, which is actually very, very nice, concessions, and Mel, this is what I love. There's brand new access decking, which makes getting down to the beach accessible to those with mobility issues or those in wheelchairs. You can get a free beach wheelchair rental. Those are also available at East Beach. And Mel, this is what we're seeing right now, this blue area. It's actually just easier to walk to the beach on the blue area.
Actually, yeah.
Because it's just stable ground.
Accessible for everyone. It's right. You could walk on your heels.
Yeah.
Your high heels down to the beach. And you know what? The best thing about East Beach is admission to the beach is just $12 per vehicle. So you can cram a bunch of people in. That's Monday through Thursday. And then at the weekend, it just goes up a couple of bucks to $15 for Friday through to Sunday, and special events and holidays. So it's really, really cool. Unlike most Galveston beaches, alcohol is permitted at East Beach.
I don't know why we had to tell our viewers that, Mel. Maybe we can find some cocktails later today on the beach.
Yeah, I think we need some cocktails.
It is very important.
You can get them here too.
In case you want to bring a White Claw or order it here at the pavilion, you don't have to hide it, right? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So many fun things to do here on the beach. And as Mel mentioned, you pay the parking fee, you get in here, and then there are all kinds of activities for families. And what I love about this, so many of these activities are totally, totally free. So you don't have to worry about blowing your budget coming down for a day at the beach. It really is affordable.
It really is, like, so awesome for all of the family to enjoy.
All ages to enjoy. And we
yeah.
do have a packed lineup of all kinds of summer fun. And even though I am just now settling into beach life, Mel, you beat us down here. You got a head start.
I did. I mean, a head start with my coastal cowgirl, but also I got my feet wet. I went and took a stop at Ohana Surf and Skate, where you and your kids can learn to surf this summer. It is so awesome. Check it out.
I actually know how to do it.
We're moving into our 19th season here, and we're 18 years of age, and what we've done, we've created a camp program that is most likely the largest on the coast.
Ohana Surf and Skate in Galveston have you covered if you're looking for summer fun, with 1, 3 and 5 day surf and or skate camps for the kiddos.
And we have a safe environment also too for the children to flourish.
For the surf camps, you do need to be at least an adequate swimmer and comfortable in open water.
We want to make sure that they're adequate and that they follow direction from their instructor. And we typically don't take them in water any greater than waist deep.
so big. Do you think I have what it takes?
You've got it, you just have to discover it.
All right, let's do this. Let's go surfing. Lessons start on land with sand drills, and once your pop-ups are down pat, surf's up.
Once people get out there, they think they can do it, and then once they get that paddle on, it's either nosedive or you fly back. It's either one.
Yeah, it turns out surfing is kind of tricky.
It was harder than I thought it was going to be.
What do you think people need to know about surfing?
It's fun.
I'm just going to apologise to any Australians because I know I'm completely letting the team down here.
How's it going, Mel?
Well, I nosedived. I did like a flip around upside down onto the surfboard. But the best thing is, with each wave, you learn a little more. With the right instruction, like you guys, you really can get it. Like it is something that you just try and try again.
And there's little tweaks that you can fix once you're on the board or before you get pushed off the board too. So it's like you can fix your feet, hands, all of it once you get on the board.
That's what I love about you guys, because you do a ride and then you're like, okay, next time do this with your feet.
Exactly,
Next time.
exactly.
When you're up there on the wave, what does it feel like?
It feels really nice, like you're riding on a cloud and floating.
What was the best tip that you got today from your instructor?
Like bend your knees and like keep your back straight.
Did you feel safe out there with your instructors?
Yes. Yeah, because they kept holding onto our board and they didn't let go. And whenever they did let go, they told us.
So who's going to be a pro surfer now? Okay, best surfing pose. Ready? Let's do it. So you'd recommend this as a good school holiday activity?
Yeah.
I love that. And that was Paige and Ella's first time surfing, right?
It was, and they stood up so many times, like 4 or 5 times they were up.
They said it was easier than they thought. And Max and Hunter, I know they've been surfing before, but guys, great job all around.
So awesome, so much fun. You know, if your kids want to give surfing a try, then you can get all the information at ohanasurfandskate.com, or you can drop the kids off in the morning and you can go and head out and do something. You know, it's really cool, and you can enjoy the rest of Galveston while the kids are having a really fun day at the beach.
Perfect summer
Though
day.
I would recommend adults learning to surf because I had so much fun. And
Yeah.
it's a little trickier when you're big. I was like falling off a lot, and I was like, is it because I'm heavier? And
You
it
did a
was.
great job. It is never too late to learn. Well, another great option for your kids, summer camps. Even if you were just vacationing on the island, summer camps are the way to go. So it's similar to a kids club at a resort or on a cruise. The kids get to hang out, make new friends with activities catered just for them, and the parents get some adult time to do brunch, shopping, all the rest.
Yes, and you know what? While surf camp does sound amazing, there are tons of outdoor and indoor camp options in Galveston. Moody Gardens has day camps. Those are really awesome. I've actually checked some of them out, and they're suited for different age groups. Galveston's Children's Museum has camps with a different theme each week, and they also have a Friday-only option if you just want to do a day camp.
Or
really awesome.
Your kids can celebrate the natural wonders on the island with summer eco camps through an organization called Artist Boat. This is so cool. Your kids can kayak, fish, go on nature walks. And speaking of enjoying nature, Mel Camp, you're about to go on a nature tour of your own.
I am with Artist Boat. I'm really excited. I'm going to go do a little bit of fossicking on the beach.
Okay.
So that should be really fun.
Okay.
Yeah, heading out for a bucket brigade tour.
Okay. Well, in fact, I think maybe your guide has just arrived.
Oh, yes. Wait, do I just leave now?
I think
Do I
so.
just
So
leave?
Mel's going to
Bye.
head out to explore the beach on a bucket brigade tour. Mel, have a great
Okay,
time.
I'll have fun.
We'll
I'll see you out
later.
there.
Coming up next, The View is free. And so are many of the events happening on the island this summer. We're going to find out how your family can enter a beach challenge, rock out at a music festival, or learn to build the perfect sandcastle for free. All that is coming up when Houston Life returns. Welcome back to this special edition of Houston Life. We are back showing you all the summer fun you can have in Galveston. Looking at one option right there, Moody Gardens, of course. Checking out the aquarium, rainforest, or water park are all great ways to beat the summer heat. And one of the best things about Galveston is no matter your budget, there is plenty to do. Whether you're looking for an experience that's over the top or if you want to take the family on a budget-friendly trip, Galveston has something for you. There's even a lengthy list of free events happening all summer long. Here with the ways you can have fun without spending even a dime is Kimberly DeNacy, CEO of Visit Galveston. Kimberly, it's so nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me here. I'm excited to talk about what we do out here at the park.
And you have a million things. I gotta tell you, I woke up in Houston, made the drive down here. It was less than an hour. I already feel more relaxed. And this is such an important thing that you provide so many free events for families of any budget.
We do. We are the backyard playground for Houston, and we want to make sure that when folks come down that they can have as much fun as possible. There's so many activities that we have planned out here at East Beach that we would love for families to come down and participate in this summer.
All right, Kimberly, and I know you have a long list of
Yes.
ideas for our viewers today. So let's talk about the Family Beach Challenge. We've talked about this before on Houston Life, and I know many of our viewers are curious about it.
The Family Beach Challenge is a ton of fun for families that want to come down and, find something that's a little bit different of an adventure on the beach. Most people think they come down to the beach, they build a sandcastle, they lay on a lounger, but why not experience something fun and challenging while you're down here? It's a challenge where families can sign up for free. There's no cost for them to participate. And when they're in the challenge, they're doing things like hula hoop races, and they're just doing relay races, having a ton of fun with the opportunity to win over $2,000 in prizes when they come to the Family Beach Challenge out here at East Beach.
Okay, and how does that work? Because money, gets people's attention, right? Do you have to register in advance?
You do. You'll want to register online for the event at galvestonchallenge.com. And there are 3 times this summer that folks can come out here to East Beach and sign up for the challenges. It's going to be June 11th, July 9th, and September 3rd right here at East Beach.
Oh my gosh. Also, there are, I'm seeing 14 different stations for kids and adults. So everything from a beanbag game to a life-size battleship game, limbo, volley balloon.
It's a ton of fun.
All kinds of sports you've probably never played, but you're going to want to after you do the challenge. Okay, sandcastle building lessons.
Yes.
This is something I would like to sign up for because I'm not so good at it.
Well, I think you should. It's every Saturday here at East Beach. You can come down. There's 3 opportunities a day. We offer them at 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. We have all of the tools that you need, but if your family wants to come down, they want to bring some sandcastle tools that they already have, they're set on that bucket that they love so much, they're welcome to bring that with them. And then we have a professional sandcastle builder who will walk them through how to build this fantastic sculpture that they can be proud of.
And some of these finished sandcastles, too, will blow your mind. It really is unbelievable what some people can build. So that is also something that people can just show up and do, right? They don't need to register.
Absolutely. They can come, show up on the beach at any one of those times, walk over, grab a bucket, and grab some tools. The only thing that they need to bring with them really is their creativity and their imagination, and they'll have a great time. Okay, we can do that. All right, Kimberly, here in Texas we love a great festival, the Galveston United Beach and Music Fest. And this is something that, hard to believe, it's, summertime already. This is coming up in June. This is a fantastic opportunity for families to come down and just have a full day at the beach and know what they're doing is actually contributing to a local charity. I have the benefit of serving on United Way of Galveston. They are celebrating 100 years in existence this year, and they wanted to give back to the local community that has supported them so much, as well as the tourists that come into town. So this is a day-long event here at East Beach. They're going to have hula hoops, they're going to have shelves, paintings that they can do, build a bottle or build a beach in a bottle, and we're going to have 8 bands that day as well for people to come and listen. And the #1 band that we have, and I think people definitely want to check out, is Cupid Shuffle. So if you know about the Cupid Shuffle, a guy named Cupid is the one who invented it. They will be here. They'll be the last act of the day. It's the perfect way to end the day of festivities. And also building a beach in a bottle, that sounds very interesting as well. Yeah, lots of fun.
working your creative juices for all attendees. The Sand Sculpture Showdown, this is another activity held right here at East Beach.
It is. I think if people are familiar with East Beach, they think about AIA Sandcastle, which is a large event that we'll have here in August. But the Sand Sculpture Showdown is something new this year. It's a little different. It's over 3 days. We'll have artists come down. They'll build these giant sculptures that are just magnificent. They have the opportunity, visitors to the beach have the opportunity to vote. And at the same time, if they wanted to participate and build sandcastles of their own, we'll have somebody here to help them with that too.
Okay, you know me, I can use all the help I can get. Kimberly Denesi,
Sure.
CEO of Visit Galveston, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for coming. We hope you guys make it out this summer.
We absolutely will. It's a great list of activities. And in the meantime, for more information about these and more free activities on the island, you can visit visitgalveston.com. Super easy, visitgalveston.com. And as we approach Juneteenth, there are also many ways to participate and reflect on Galveston's historical role in the emancipation of slaves in Texas. You can visit the Juneteenth Absolute Equality mural located at 22nd and Strand in downtown Galveston. It depicts the events of General Order Number 3, which announced the freedom of more than 250,000 slaves in Texas. Right now, you can also take the Juneteenth and Beyond guided tour, which explores historical Galveston sites connected to the path to freedom for enslaved Texans. And now through July 2nd, you can see the Thursday Night Lights exhibit at the Bryan Museum. It's the first professional exhibit devoted to telling the story of the Prairie View Interscholastic League. And on June 16th at 6 p.m., the Emancipation Celebration will be held at the Grand 1894 Opera House, which includes awards and gospel performances. You can get information on all these, plus more Juneteenth events at visitgalveston.com. All right, well, you can't spend a day in Galveston without appreciating Welcome back to this special edition of Houston Life. We are hanging out on the coast in Galveston, helping you plan the best beach day ever. Taking a look right now at Pleasure Pier. It's a great place to take the family after a day on the sand. All the rides, food, and fun of a classic boardwalk right along the water. It is beautiful. But right now I'm sitting by the East Beach Pavilion. Just down the shoreline is our very own Mel Camp, who's taking us along on a bucket brigade tour where you and your kids can explore the nature of Galveston beaches. Mel, what have you found so far?
Derek, look what I found, the Bucket Brigade! Woo! Okay, you guys get to it. What is happening here is we are on one of the Bucket Brigade tours that happens on East Beach over the weekends. And Kristen from Art Boat, this is so much fun. You do these every weekend.
Yes, I do. Every Saturday and Sunday, 4 tours from Memorial Day weekend all the way to Labor Day. This is all about the creatures and the features of Galveston and what makes the beaches unique here. And so we talk about the sand dunes, we talk about the different animals that are in the Gulf out here where the kiddos are fishing, and it's for all ages. We encourage everybody from kindergarten or even younger with adults all the way up to grandparents to come out here and enjoy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, look, take me on a mini Bucket Brigade tour, because we've got a whole lot of stuff on the beach, which I was thinking there's a bit of trash, there's a really nice shell that I might want to take with me, but this is all part of the tour.
Right, so these are all different things you can find here. So this is litter, absolutely, that we find out here on the beaches. So this, you can see the bites that turtles have taken out of these plastic pieces. Right here, you can clearly see the beak shape. And so that's one reason why we need to make sure all of our trash is picked up off the beaches here.
Wow, turtle bites. I did not know that. That is so awesome. I was going to put it back down, but we'll pick it up later and we'll put it in the bin.
We also have things like this. This is an egg casing from a lightning whelk, which is the state shell of Texas. And so we can have up to 20,000 eggs in one of these casings at a time.
Oh my gosh. Now these are all things that you find and you learn when you're on one of the Bucket Brigade
Absolutely.
tours.
So you have the opportunity to find lots of different species. We get out in the water and we find different living animals like crabs and ctenophores, which I can show y'all a couple of right now.
Okay, what is a ctenophore?
A ctenophore is closely related to a jellyfish. So I'll quickly show you this. You also can see a sargassum crab in there in that ctenophore. They do not sting you and they don't have a nervous system. So they are completely harmless to us and they just kind of float around in the water.
This is amazing. So you can learn so much about your beaches here in Galveston just by coming on one of these tours.
Absolutely.
Now, you said the magic word. Everyone's talking about it. Buzzword, sargassum.
Sargassum.
It's on its way. And I'm going to pull in Carla. Carla's the executive director of Come On In, because we were talking before about sargassum. It's really cool, you say, even though everyone's like, we don't want seaweed on our beaches.
Oh, well, I love sargassum. If we had some today, the tour would be fabulous because you shake it out over a bucket and out for fall nudibranchs, which are snails without shells. There are fish with flippers that walk in the sargassum. And then there's even a sargassum seahorse, which I have never personally found, just seen. And then when it's offshore, it's the home of bluefin tuna that are in larval stage, swordfish, sea turtles. So it's moving.
A whole lot of use to the ocean.
Oh my gosh, it's fabulous stuff. And fishermen love it. They find the mats. That's where they fish for the bigger mahi-mahi.
So it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad
thing.
And then also sargassum is part of building beaches
Correct.
as well.
So all these piles of seaweed you see, as they get bigger, they trap and hold sand.
Oh wow.
And build sand dunes. So when you get up higher, there'll be more seaweed and more sand.
Oh my gosh.
So it builds the beaches.
I love how it's all connected.
It's
so
fabulous.
beautiful. And part of the Bucket Brigade tours is learning about the ocean
Yes.
and learning how we can live with it and how important it is to us. And we have some really cool ocean facts to tell you coming up. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to go hunt for some more critters, and we're going to come back with some more cool ocean facts and also details on what you can do with World Ocean Day, because you guys have a whole lot of fun events. All right, so we're going to come back with that in a little bit, Derek, but right now I'm sending it back to you and I'm going to get back to my Bucket Brigade tour.
Oh my goodness. And I got to tell you, I was down on the beach earlier and I saw a group of young people doing this exact same thing, and they were having the time of their lives. One girl was celebrating her birthday with a bunch of friends. They even found something called a nettle, which looks like a jellyfish. It can still sting you, so you want to stay away. We'll try to get that video for you coming up a little later on. In the meantime, I'm sure Mel is having a blast down there on the water. Oh, and here is that video. This is the nettle. I couldn't believe what we were looking at. I mean, this is something you would not want to encounter there on when you're in the water, but it's important to know so you can keep a safe distance away. But absolutely fascinating and beautiful, the creatures you can find down here on Galveston Island. Well, in the meantime, if you would like to book a tour, you can go to artistboat.org/bucket-brigade. A whole lot of fun. And we're going to be checking back in with Mel in just a bit to get details on a big event planned this summer when World Ocean Day comes around. And you or someone you know may have gone to Florida or the Caribbean to get up close with dolphins. But did you know you can go dolphin watching right here in Galveston? We'll find out how. Plus, some things you may not know about Galveston Harbor. That's when Houston Life returns. Don't go away. Welcome back to this special edition of Houston Life. I'm Derek Shore coming to you from East Beach in Galveston. It is an absolutely beautiful day down here. East Beach is where you and your family can experience free beach tours, compliments of the Bucket Brigade. And there is a look right there at a chair, an accessibility chair. We talked about the new path that has been put down on the beach. So if you have issues walking through the sand, there is a nice smooth path just for you. It can also accommodate wheelchairs. So that is a fantastic update here to the beach. And Mel Camp has been enjoying a tour this afternoon, but the team has more than just tours this summer. They have big plans to celebrate World Ocean Day. Mel Camp is joining us once again with those details. Hi, Mel.
Yeah, Derek. Derek, I'm still going with my bucket brigade tour. I haven't got any fish yet, but I know I'm going to get one by the end of the day for sure. This has been so much fun, Carla. I love how much I'm learning about how valuable the ocean is to us.
Yeah, we love the ocean, and there's so many things people don't think about every day that we take for granted. Every other breath that we take as humans is oxygen created by phytoplankton in the ocean. So that's the first thing we can be grateful for. And then when you think it's hot, you have to thank the ocean too, because the ocean is the planet's heat sink. So the ocean absorbs way more heat. Water absorbs 6 times more heat than air. So the planet is being kept at an average temperature because of the oceans holding our heat.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? Really important day is coming up on June 8 is World Ocean Day. And that weekend, June 9 and 10, you guys are celebrating here on East Beach. I want to wander over to this. We're going to take a look at this bin here. This is part of World Ocean Days. Put my bucket down. This is part of one of many things that are happening on World Ocean Day, Todd.
Yes. We have actually 3 nights this year. We've expanded. Thursday on the actual World Ocean Day, the 8th, we have the screen filming of Sea Drift, which is a documentary by Tim Tsai. We're really excited about that. Inviting everybody to bring out their beach chairs, their picnics, blankets, their best friends, and come out and see a free film under the stars.
Oh my gosh, and that's just one of the many things, because you have so many events happening over the weekend.
Right.
After World Ocean Day. And this is part of a really cool initiative that you guys have. Now, we normally see these kind of pretty plain blue trash cans on the beach, but you have some artists that are decorating them. And explain the competition.
Right. For the past 5 years, we've had volunteers coming out and joining the contest. This year we had 110 registrants. And I think we have 85 that have been returned to be in the contest this year. These will all be out at the World Ocean Day Festival on the 10th from 11 to 4:30. We'll be judging them, and then we will have the announcements at 3:30 p.m.
Oh my gosh. And what do you think is the best message that people need to take away with World Ocean Day?
Oh, pretty much learn about the ocean, love the ocean, and try to keep the trash in the barrels.
In these beautiful barrels. That is a great thing. And speaking of that, I'm going to get back to my bucket brigade tour, and I'm going to pick up some trash. Maybe I'll ditch finding the fish, and I'll actually go find some trash and clean up this beach. But it's been so amazing, Derek. I love the ocean. Look at it. Look at this glorious big bunch of water.
Oh my goodness, Mel. You have certainly come to the right spot today then, Mel Camp. Thank you so much. Here's that information again for World Ocean Day happening on June 10th from 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at East Beach. For the kids, there will be nature and art workshops and beach tours for all ages. And did we mention this event is all free? For complete details on World Ocean Day activities, you can head to visitgalveston.com. Memorize that website. Lots of helpful information there. We are lucky to have access to such a wide variety of wildlife here along the coast. A hands-down fan favorite, the dolphins, of course. Your family can get a closer look at them with a dolphin tour. And Craig Corbell, owner of Baywatch Dolphin Tours, joins us now with more on the tour experience. Craig, it is so nice to meet you. Thanks for hanging out with us today. You left the oil and gas industry and you started giving these tours, which is a great idea. Tell us about this tour, because the Dolphin Tour is, what, a 3-mile tour?
Right. So we go 3 miles in the harbor, and we talk about the history of the harbor, and then we also talk about the dolphins and birthing of dolphins and how many dolphins there are in the harbor. There's about 600. About 400 of those are females. And it's a great tour. Galveston.com has rated it the #1 guided tour in Galveston for like 4 years in a row now.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you have it. And for your visitors aboard the ship, are they surprised to know that there are dolphins here?
Yes, there are a lot of people that are, they've seen dolphins, but they have no idea that there are this many dolphins here and they are this active here all the time.
How do the tours work? Because I understand that they're frequent. The tours depart every 30 minutes.
Every 30 minutes, yes. So we run all year long, 7 days a week. We run in the summertime every 30 minutes minimally, sometimes more often than that. So it's a 45-minute tour. So we're usually running on the hour and on the half hour, and takes you out, tells you about the dolphins, tells you about the history of Galveston Harbor, and all the other interesting sites. One of the things that we talk about right now, because the battleship Texas is having work done in dry dock. We talk about it a lot and its history.
And the incredible history, I'm glad you mentioned that, because this part of Texas is so fascinating. When it comes to Galveston Bay, up until the 1800s, 1825 or so, this land was all part of Mexico.
That's right. And Galveston Harbor was actually first commissioned under Mexican authority. So it's the second oldest harbor next to New Orleans here in the Gulf. So.
Yeah, and that's incredible. The second oldest port west of New Orleans,
Yes.
as you mentioned. What's one of the most common responses you get after people take your tour? And clearly, if you're rated #1 on the tours list, you're doing something right.
Yes, believe it or not, the #1 comment everyone says, we saw a ton of dolphins and it was amazing. And I have heard that so many times. I laugh like you, and I say, and they like, what's so funny? And I'm like, I've just heard that same statement so many times, I can almost project what you're going to say.
You're like, yeah, it's a dolphin tour. You will see dolphins.
That's
you will
right.
see them. Well, Craig, what else do we need to know about the tour? In terms of planning ahead, I know we mentioned that the tours leave about every 30 minutes, weather permitting. Before we come down, though, is this something we need to book in advance?
It is. Last weekend, we ran 22 tours. And they were basically all sold out. We had maybe 1 to 2 spots on each one. So if you go to BaywatchDolphinTours.com, go online using the app in there, Fair Harbor, and schedule your time that works best for you and your family to come out. That way you know there's guaranteed availability in the schedule that fits with your schedule.
Gotcha. That's good advice. And if you have a larger group, like a, I don't know, wedding party or a bachelorette party, how far in advance do we need to book? As far as you can.
As far as you can is
Okay.
ideal, but we do our best to accommodate. If we got to call in and put another boat to work to take care of somebody, it's all about making people happy, entertaining people, educating people about the dolphins in the harbor and about Galveston. So
Last question. What if it rains?
if it rains, we still go out. As long as it's not lightning, you're protected under cover. So
Okay, there you go. Craig Corbell, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yes, thank
it sounds
you.
super cool. So people actually see dolphins on the tour? No,
They
I'm
do.
kidding. I'm kidding. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by and
Uh-huh.
hanging out with us on this beautiful day. If you would like to grab your spot on an upcoming tour, you can head to BaywatchDolphinTours.com. It's a great name, by the way. Do people wear red swimsuits? I'm kidding.
Sometimes they do.
Just joking. All right, turning now to another favorite activity on the island, fishing, whether you cast a line from shore or head out on the open. Welcome back to Houston Life. Today we are living on island time, taking a look now at Galveston's historic downtown, where you can beat the heat shopping along the beautiful Strand. So many places to grab a meal, or of course, a cocktail there as well. When you're in Galveston, things are just a bit more laid back and a whole lot more fun. Even driving is better. You can ditch the family car and cruise around the island in anything from Segways to golf carts. And our very own Lauren Kelly is checking out a few fun options along the seawall.
Well, while you were down here on the island, you want to know the best way to get around. And maybe your vehicle, your own self-driven car, is not your most favorite way, but I've got some great ideas and suggestions that are the most fun way in town. Jeff right here with Island Bicycle Company. We're right here on the seawall. We walked into your store and you've got all kinds of goodies.
Yep, everything from cool bikes to skateboards, surfboards, everything you need.
And when you picture Galveston, that's the kind of thing that you want to get around the island on.
Yeah, bicycles pretty much the easiest to see everything.
And you'll also give people a map of where they can take the bike to, some tours.
Yeah, we have a self-guided tour that will take you from the beachfront to Harborside through the historical district and then to the ferry to see the dolphins.
What does a rental look like, Jeff? How long can people come and rent the bikes for?
They can rent them by the hour, by the day, or multiple days.
Oh, you can come in for multiple days. Yes. Okay, just drop the keys off and be like, this is the way I'm getting around now.
That's correct.
Now, is there an age limitation or a height limitation guideline on these bicycles?
It's basically anyone with a driver's license 16 and up that we can rent to.
And where can we find you online?
www.islandbicyclecompany.com.
All right, sounds good. I wonder if I can get one. Do any of these things have a bell on it, Jeff?
Yes, they do.
Okay, bell is going to definitely drink holder, a koozie. This is great. A basket, all the things that you need, right?
Yep.
Except for the cooler. You got to bring your own cooler.
That's correct.
All right, Island Bicycle Company. This sounds great. We love a good bicycle. It's a great spot to do it right here on the beach. I'm going to move on over to Carriage House Rentals. Veronica, I have to start by saying your vehicle is very reminiscent for me of Astroworld. Do you get that a lot?
We get that all the time. All the time. People actually ask us if these are from Astroworld.
No way.
We do. My husband even has an Astroworld sign up in our office.
Okay, that's amazing. Let's talk a little bit about the vehicle. Is it a golf cart powered vehicle?
It's a golf. Well, Galveston considers it a golf cart. It's really a neighborhood electric vehicle. We rent them out. We have a 2-hour minimum, or you can rent all day, or you can do multi-days. We're the only golf cart company that has private tours. We have a ghost tour, we have a mob tour, we have a cemetery tour, we have a new demo and reno tour. Where the tour guide is the chauffeur and will drive them around.
Oh, you can get a chauffeur, or can you drive the vehicle?
You can drive the vehicle too. We also have a lot of self-guided tours.
Okay. Does this vehicle hold 4 people max?
This one actually holds 5 people, 2 in the front, 3 in the back. We also have a larger one that holds up to 8 people.
Oh, I don't know if you want to be driving around 8 people. That's a whole family right there.
Oh, yeah, it is a whole family.
And where can we find you guys?
We are at 2127 Broadway, or you can go to our website at carriagehouserentals.com, and house is spelled H-A-U-S.
All right, but give us that horn one last time. People make sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. People will know you're coming through there, that's for sure. Also, what people will know you're coming through is if you're in one of my favorite ways to get around the island, on a slingshot. You guys are familiar with our friends over at Galveston Slingshot Rentals. Demetrius, how you been?
I'm awesome. How about yourself?
I know you guys have been so busy over the last couple weekends. Beautiful weather. People always see these slingshots and they always want to know, how do I get in one?
You can find us at GalvestonSlingshotRentals.net. All of the information you could possibly need will be on that website. You can find availability, pricing, requirement. You can even book your slingshot on that website. We start anywhere from 1 hour to multiple days as well.
Now, what's really cool about this is, unlike the bikes that you want to keep near the beach, this one you can take pretty much all over, right?
Yes, this thing is allowed throughout Galveston County. It's not allowed on any off-road surfaces, so no sand in it, but feel free to go wherever you like, as long as you're within Galveston County.
Also, Demetrius, how many people, I mean, we're looking at this right here. This is only a 2-seater, but do you have more seating for more people?
We do have Jeeps as well as scooters, and we do offer a 4-seater slingshot. We do have one that is customized that you guys can come out and check out for.
Yes, absolutely. One of my favorite ways to get around the island. GalvestonSlingshotRentals.net. Demetrius, thanks for all the info today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Do you mind if I get in and just take a seat?
I don't mind at all.
Okay. Tell me how I look. Oh,
you look amazing.
it feels good. It feels good.
Take it for a ride.
Oh, I'm gonna take it for a ride now. Bye.
All right, careful with that thing, Lauren. You can check out all the options you just saw and more by going to visitgalveston.com. They do have an entire page dedicated to getting around the island. Looks like a whole lot of fun. When we come back, it could be the perfect day with your friends or kids. Catch your own dinner with one of Galveston's fishing charters. Then kick back, relax, and share stories of the day as local restaurants cook up your fresh caught fish just for you.
That's definitely a growing trend here in Galveston. So you can do a catch and cook experience with any captain here. Anybody that takes you out to go fishing, sends you home with some fresh fish. You can take it to a couple of local restaurants and really enjoy fresh cooked fish.
We're going to tell you how when this special edition of Houston Life returns. Don't go away. Welcome back to this special edition of Houston Life from beautiful Galveston. So, of course, fishing is a huge draw down here on the island. But after a day in the sun on the water, you might not feel like cooking whatever you caught. So we're going to show you some local restaurants who will actually cook your catch for you. Enrique Ramirez set sail with Galveston Sea Adventures to see if he, along with a few friends, could catch dinner.
We're headed out to the end of the jetties here in Galveston.
It's a gorgeous day this morning for fishing along the jetty in Galveston.
Hopefully find some redfish, speckled trout, sheep's head, maybe a Spanish mackerel. Hopefully catch some sharks. Let's see what we can find. But you don't have to have any experience previously. We're happy to have everybody. We offer free fishing lessons while we're out on the boat. We can teach anybody, whether you fish every day or you've never been before. We're happy to have any skill level.
Friends Gabe and Tim are hoping to hook today's lunch.
What are you hoping for today?
Something big. Maybe a redfish. Yeah, that'd be great. Shark.
Pretty good, man. Ready to catch them.
And just like that,
oh, he's on one, look.
within minutes, Gabe has caught the first fish of the day, a nice-looking sheephead's fish.
Let out a little bit of line.
Galveston is a unique place to go fishing. We've got the Galveston jetties along the Houston-Galveston ship channel. We've also got Galveston Bay offshore. Just got a little bit of everything. And something really unique and special is the Galveston jetties. You don't have those everywhere. This is one of the longest jetty systems in the world. It creates a big artificial reef and rocks out into the Gulf of Mexico, create a great habitat for a lot of different species of fish.
Captain Shane Cantrell is the owner of Galveston Sea Adventures. The captain and his crew are busy this morning assisting Gabe and Tim on their fishing tour. Today's tour is different, though. After the tour, Gabe and Tim will take what they catch to the Huli Huli Hut for lunch.
So the catch and cook experience is a great way to enjoy your fresh caught seafood. It's never going to taste better than whenever it's fresh, and you can take it to a local restaurant here and really enjoy it. They do a great job. Best fresh seafood you're going to get.
As the morning tour wraps up, Gabe and Tim have each caught 4 fish. Now it's time to clean today's catch and head over to the Huli Huli Hut for lunch.
You just bring it in to us. They fillet, the captains, charter captains fillet the fish for you. You bring it in to us and we cook it however you would like it. Just right from the water to your plate. But all they have to do is come to Huli Huli Hut and bring in an ice chest full of your fillets of fish and we'll cook it up for you.
As for Gabe and Tim, just being out on the water fishing makes for a good day. It doesn't matter who caught the most.
Oh, it was tied. It was a draw. We'll call it a draw. Let it slide.
Yeah, a couple good ones. We ended up with 4 each. So, yeah, I started off quick, but had no luck towards the end, and that's where he picked up the slack.
Pick up the slack at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
It looks like such a great time out there. If you would like to book your own adventure with Shane and the crew, you can visit GalvestonSeaAdventures.com. And to check out Huli Huli Hut's menu and hours of operation, you can visit their Facebook page. All right, well, we have had such a great time here in Galveston today. You know those fancy, like 5-star hotels where you can get a beach chair, an umbrella, and a cocktail brought right to you on the beach? Guess what? You can do that right here at East Beach. Coming up after the break, I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is. Don't go away. Welcome back to this special edition of Houston Life, live from Galveston. Mel Camp, I told you I would hook you up. How about this for a perfect spot?
Oh my goodness, I love that you rented these, right?
Yeah, so here's the thing. East Beach Cantina, you can rent the chairs, the umbrella, order them and reserve them in advance. And then look how awesome this is. Robbie, perfect timing from East Beach Cantina. What you got in the bucket?
We've got an order here for a margarita. Frozen margarita.
I think that was mine.
And a pina colada.
Oh.
And then I think the crew had some beer and our island famous Jello shots.
Oh, well, you're welcome to just leave that there for the crew, and they may or may not get it. Robbie, thank you so much. Okay, so eastbeachcantina.com, that is the website to visit. Mel Camp, go for it. You got to tell me how it tastes.
Oh my gosh, well, I like pina coladas, so...
What's the verdict?
Oh... If you thought just the plain beach was good, like throw in East Beach Cantina and it's like next level.
And here's the thing. I mean, the beach now, I mean, what time is it? It's almost 2 o'clock. And so the beach is now filling up. There are all kinds of families making their way down. The parking lot is filling up. So much fun to be had down here on the beach. From the free activities we mentioned, visit Galveston.com. That is the website to visit to start and plan your trip. But Mel, truly, this is just what I needed to end this show.
And it's like just, yeah, I just want to kick back, say a big cheers to you. And yeah, you know what? Come and join us. Come and find us.
Come and join us. We're going to be on the beach probably all weekend. Visit galveston.com. Thanks so much, y'all. Have a great day.